Hey everyone, I'm Scott Seary, the founder of Know to Grow, where I take you from having no idea how to make money without a boss to growing that idea so that you can live life on your terms. I follow Entrepreneur Magazine on Facebook. Often there are some really good articles that give some great information that they report on. And it's almost always quite a bit better than the entrepreneur style knockoff called Business Insider, which I also follow, but more for their poorly written articles that contain barely any substance. And now that I say that out loud, I wonder why I still follow them. Anyway, back to Entrepreneur. After reading the articles, I like to go back to Facebook and read the comments to see where people just totally missed the point. Like in this one, that's about how a teacher improved his life. I've put a link to this article in the description, so you can go through and read the actual thing if you'd like. But I'll go through a short version here. The title of the article is "A Math Teacher Went from Earning $5,000 a Month to $28,000 thanks to 6 strategic money decisions." Without reading any further, I knew right away that a lot of the comments would be something along the lines of, how the heck does a teacher make $5,000 a month? Apparently these folks don't realize that different parts of the country pay differently. Moving on. Steve Chen, he's the subject of this article, got a job back in 2014 teaching math in Southern California. And even with a pre-tax income of $5,000 a month, he realized that if he lived incredibly frugally, he would still not be able to live the life of his dreams. And besides, if you eat ramen every day and you don't do fun things because they cost too much money, you might be surviving, but are you really living? So he branched out and he created his own wealth, much like Know to Grow teaches you how to do. 6 years later, he's pulling in nearly 30 large a month. Now, I'm going to walk through the 6 financial decisions and give my small critique on whether they're good methods or not, or whether you should employ them or not. First, open a brokerage account and start investing. The article talks about how Chen Chen thought the stock market was just for rich people to buy into. Now, I don't really know anyone that has this mindset. It's super easy to start investing. What most people don't understand is that day trading or really trying to time the market is a losing proposition. Yes, you should be investing. No, you should not be trying to figure out what to buy, when to sell it, how much gains to make. Just get some mutual funds, buy them, and hold them. Second, slash your budget to save money. Slashing a budget is something I've always struggled with. Like I mentioned, what's the point of living if you're just going to bumble along doing nothing and not enjoying life? But that said, most people have some really wasteful spending in their budget. Get rid of all that crap you don't need. And with a little planning, you can free up that room in your budget to spend money on the things you actually love. Third, start a side hustle. Chen was a math teacher, so he leveraged his skills in math and he started tutoring kids on the side. He added just a few hours a week and he was able to pull in an extra $1,000 a month. And then it goes on to say that he was able to scale this thing. It's something that Know to Grow teaches you how to do as well. He was able to turn that into $8,000 a month, and he was taking all that extra side income and investing it. If early retirement is your goal, this is exactly what you need to be doing. Fourth, he started a second side hustle. So the first side hustle was leveraging the skills he already had. And the second side hustle was teaching people to do what he did. It's actually very similar to how I designed Know to Grow. I learned all these concepts of how to be your own boss and live a free life. And now I'm teaching you how to do it. Fifth, he added real estate to his portfolio. Using the money he earned with his side hustles, he bought rental properties. Now, I own a couple rental properties, and it's hit or miss if they're going to be worth your time. One of mine just caused a ton of stress and I couldn't wait to sell it. But the other runs very smoothly and it adds to my net worth almost on autopilot. Sixth, he had an emergency fund before quitting his job. Emergency funds are just finance 101. If you don't have a backup for when things go south, and they will go south, you need to do that right away. Most experts recommend 3 months living expenses. I recommend whatever amount you need to sleep soundly at night. So head over to that article if you want the whole story that goes with these 6 points. But the bottom line is spend less, save more, and earn more. And then earn even more on top of that. For anyone who has already slashed expenses as far as they can, the only way to break free from the bonds of debt and working for the man is to make more money. And I'll show you exactly how you can do that. You can even keep your day job until you're comfortable branching out on your own. You just need to sign up for free at www.knowtogrow.com. It's linked right there at the top of the video description.